Y'all, for the first time the other day, I listened to Rema's He Is album. And I know it sounds kind of bad because it came out in August or July maybe. And it's basically the end of May. I'm not gonna lie, it was them concert videos with the different girls where I was like, okay, what's going on here? I literally listened solely because I thought he was handsome. Like, solely because in the videos that the girls were posting, he looked good in every single one. But I listened to it and I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Like, I just love his vocals on the album. It's so, like, he described it as, like, raw, but I just feel like it was super, like, aggressive. Like, it was a very, like, masculine, like, real African album, And while I was listening to it, maybe it's just because I'm a girl, but it just made me feel really, really powerful. And because it made me feel so powerful, I was just like, where are the girls in afrobeats who go insane? Like, don't get me wrong, like, for example, I'm a huge Thames fan, I'm a huge Ira Star fan, I love Tyla. I listen to Tiwa Savage regularly, but it's just like, I feel like, I don't know if it's just me who's really isolated from the female side of African music. Not even just when I say Afrobeats, like, it doesn't even have to be specifically West African music. Just even in South Africa, I'm like, I only know Tyla, but even then, Tyla makes really soft girl music. She's so R&B that she can do something very like hard on the piano, but you just don't hear it often. And even in the music, a lot of times I feel like the women I'm listening to, they don't really be dropping their balls on people the way that the men really be in there, like, I am him. Like, I would like to see that more from women, really, really badly. Like, I don't know if it's just me. Like I said, I don't know if I'm out of the loop. Like, can y'all put me on? Can y'all let me know if I'm missing something? I just feel like there are a lot of baddies in African music, but not a lot of them are like bosses. Like, you know who I want to stand? I want to stand a girl with charisma, with talent, with writing ability. The girls have the talent, but I feel like they don't have the presence that I'm looking for. I was saying this in another video. I was like, rap, for example, it went from having very few women, very charismatic, but very few women, to rap being so oversaturated with women that I want to see the same in Afrobeats music. And I want to see them talking insane on songs, just like the girls in rap talk crazy. I just feel like women, African women specifically, need the audacity. They need to have the audacity. They need to see examples of women not just being baddies, but really like reclaiming their power. Because it is like, let me tell you, Rema's album, I've been wearing that out since I started. It was maybe like a week, 2 weeks ago, every single day. Girl, I was in the gym today getting my life to villain. Let me tell y'all, I'm a fan of a couple girls. Like, I love Amaray. Who else? I'm not even exaggerating. I just went to Apple Music just to browse through like their Afrobeats hits playlist, just to like, I'm like, am I missing somebody? Like, is something not clicking? Y'all, when I tell you, basically, I saw Bella Murder. That's a girl, right? There's no way that's a boy. Like, that has to be a girl, right? I'm just not sure. Bella Murder, and it's Ira Star, and there's nobody else in there in that playlist. So I feel like I'm not even being over dramatic when I say, like, where are the girls in Afrobeats? Like, they have, like, if Black American music has so many female rappers, so many, if there are so many Black women here who are creating music, I just don't believe for the life of me that there are not Black women in Africa who are making good music. That I'm just, like I said, is it me? Is it me just being out of the loop? Or are we, like, it's because if you go through the list, when I tell you at least like 90% of that list, not joking, not at least 90%, if not 95, it's just straight men. It's no girls making music right now. Like, what is going on? Are they the feature artists? Are they just not on the songs? Like, why? And I also think it's interesting because I don't know if I ever said this on camera before, but so much about African music is about women. Like, men get on the beat and they talk about women, how they want to seduce women, how they do women in general. Every single other song has some random African woman's name in there. It's about the women, but the women themselves are not talking. They're not represented. And when they're talking and they're represented, it's like, it's beautiful music. It's good music. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just like, it's Iris Star in a miniskirt, and it's like, the girls don't do leg work. Like, we don't we just whining all day long when it doesn't give that. And like anybody who knows African women in real life know how like hard body they can be. So it really doesn't even make sense that when African women are putting out this music, that all of it or so much of it is just so feminine all the time. I'm like, where am I the only one? I'm so confused. I'm like, I'm not tripping about the shortage, am I? Yeah, I just came on here to rant about that. I really don't get why there are not more girls. Like, misogyny cannot be so pervasive in this community that we're just letting talented Black female artists just go pass by, because where are they at? Like, if y'all want an African Beyonce, you know, not to compare anybody directly to her, because you know how Beyonce fans get. But if y'all want an African Beyonce, y'all know you have to push her, right? You know you have to create her. You know you have to give her, you have to sign her. You have to give her the platform. Like, you know she has to kind of, like, you have to make her a thing. Like, she has to exist, right? You have to give the girl a chance so it can be a thing, right? I would just hate to think that they're like, because if you think about afrobeats, like, anybody who's a real afrobeats listener, if you tell them to list who they listen to, aside from Ira, Thames, or Tyla, how many women are they gonna name? But you can just name off 10, 15, 20 different male Afrobeats artists. You know, not all of them are even big, huge hit makers like that. Not to say that their music sucks, but like, they're not just making the most innovative, you know, popular music in the world, but you can name so many of them. Why can't you do the same with women? I would just really love, if you're seeing this, if you could comment, if you could support, if you could highlight some Black women, some Black African music, some Black African women in music who you feel like are underrated, because I feel like everybody got to be underrated unless they just really don't exist, because where are they at? Where are they at? You know, it's just too much. It's so much. I'm not gonna lie, there are a lot of, just like the Rema album, there's so many things I see men do that I think are great, but it's just like, why is there no female counterpart to this? And it's like I said, the songs are about Black women, about these Black African women. So y'all know they're bad bitches. You know they're baddies. You know they're out there. We can't give the baddies the mic to speak, to tell their own stories. Like, y'all like to listen to the songs about the girls, but we not playing the girls' music. The girls are not getting signed. That don't make no sense. Like, if y'all like the songs about them, I think you would love the songs by them. The songs with the audacity. You know, the songs that are about the booty bouncing. Like, we can talk about how somebody's ass weighs 1,000 pounds, right? But the girl can't talk about her ass weighing 1,000 pounds in the song. You see? To me, it just doesn't make any sense. And I think, like, that there should be an African Megan Thee Stallion. I do. I think there should be somebody talking about her nyash just so out this world. You know, I do. Just on the beat, just talking out this world, just audacious. I want to see it, because it's like, I don't want to be girly and feminine all the time. African women, like I said, we're known for being hard body. So it's like, I don't want to do that all the time. Sometimes you just want to go to the club and shake your ass and not have no man tell you how to do it. You know, you want to have a girl lead you because she knows exactly how it goes. I just want to see more female empowerment in Afrobeats music. It's really not even because I don't even have an issue specifically with men. I'm sure that there's misogyny there. I'm not even that involved to even know the ins and outs of that. Even just the lack of women, I think, says a lot about the level of misogyny that the community itself is facing. I would like to see it, though. That doesn't mean that I would not like to see it. Whether or not it's a direct response to that, whether it's just an isolated thing of there should just be more women here, I would like to see that. I would. I want an oversaturation. I want, in 5 years, it's all girls out here. All girls. Just doing the damn thing. I do. I really do. It got so dark in here. I want an African Nicki Minaj. I want an African... I was going to say African Cardi B. I mean, well, yes. Well, yes. Like, I need there to be a Flo Milli, and I need there to be a Ken the Man, and then I need there to be a Lotto, and I need it to be variety like that, where it's like, you don't like this girl, you don't have to like her, because it's 10 other women who are making music, good music, so you never have to listen to her. You know, it's almost June, so you know I gotta shout out the gays. Are there queer artists in Afrobeats that I'm missing? Are they really not allowed in the section, in the space, in the conversation? Like, y'all, put me on. And if it's nobody to put on, it's several people we have to put on so we can talk about them, because where are they at? Where are they at? It's 2025 and there's no girls and there's no gays in African music. And we know hella girls and hella gays who are African. It doesn't make any sense. I need the music to match the statistics. I'm tired of it just being 4 people that you can go to if you want to listen to a girl. 4.5, 4.7, but it's not 10. You know, the men have 40, but you as a girl have 4.7. It's not fair. The gays have 0. It's not fair. Maybe like 0.5. Darko and Amaray, where you at? But the boys, is there any gay boys? And it doesn't happen. I would like to see it. I would. I'm sorry. That was funny as hell. That was funny. I would like to see it though. At the end of the day, you know what it is? The last thing I'm gonna say is, black people have so many diverse, like as any other community in the world, we have such a diverse, so many diverse margins within us, and it's just like we can't just be represented by one group because we are not a monolith. We're not a monolith. The way Africa in general is not a monolith. The music and who makes it cannot be a monolith because it's just not the truth. It's just not a real accurate representation of who we are as people. I also just feel like if I had more women, gays, just people who were different inspiring me as a child, I think about how different I would have turned out for the positive, you know. I want that for myself as an adult, but I want that for the next generation of kids who needs to see that. You know, I don't want it to be another, like in this day and age, I don't want it to be another 20 years before we see a rush of black women in Africa making music, when, like I said, all the music is about the women, but where are the girls who are actually singing the songs? Where are the gays who are actually singing the songs? When we know the gays is out there. We know. So that's my TED Talk. Thank you for coming.